Here we go!
Hey, what's up everyone? This is GamerBlake90 presenting to you the final episode in my Tails and Sonic CD playthrough series, as we go into the very last level of the game, and that is Metallic Madness. So there is something to be said when the first two acts of the final level are considered significantly more difficult than the last act, isn't there? But we'll get into why that is later on. First though, we need to get to the past, and in a layout like this, that's not going to be easy. So, let me see if I can pull this off. But yeah, Metallic Madness. One of the levels, of course, came back in Sonic Mania, and for very good reason, because the little planet thing was involved. You might remember seeing from the end of a level cutscene on Lava Reef, where you actually lay eyes on Little Planet for the first time, and then you see it again in the ending cutscene to the game. And frankly, I was really glad with the callback to Little Planet, given that Sonic CD was, in fact, my favorite Sonic game out of the classic Sonic games. Have I mentioned that enough times for you? Alright, so another checkpoint, and we still haven't got... I just realized I hit a future sign. Crap! Okay, I need to go back and find a past sign. Well, there I go again. Not showing some, aptitude for commentating and talking at the same time. I may have mentioned this an awful lot, but that is a skill I need to work on, so hold on. Could this work? Yep, it will. But honestly, that's the first for me. I never traveled to the past using the springs in Metallic Madness, at least with the first act. The second act, I do use the springs, but never for the first. Whoa, 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 get away from that! Whew! I'm not trying to get this poor fox sliced up like that. Are you kidding me? This isn't Mortal Kombat. Ain't nobody trying to see that gore. Anyway, so let's come on down here. Now, I mentioned Metal Sonic earlier. Couple things I want to point out. First of all, now we clear Stardust Speedway, there is no longer any need to hunt for the holograms of the Metallic Hedgehog, because you found all of them after Stardust Speedway. Now all you have to find are the robot generators, and you will have successfully performed a 100% playthrough, time stone aside. But also, speaking of Metal Sonic, I don't really feel like I did him justice with my commentary when I did the last episode for this series. Like, yes, I often mentioned his music, but I failed to go into detail on what makes Metal Sonic such an excellent antagonist to the overall series of Sonic. And understandably, that might have upset some Metal Sonic fans that were watching the episode to begin with, though truth be told, as much as I played this game, the boss fights comes natural to me like the back of my own hand, so there wasn't a whole lot for me to go into detail on about in terms of how the boss fight worked, other than that you have to race him to the finish line without falling behind yourself or you lose a life. Whenever you bump into the attack with Dr. Eggman is sending out behind you to keep forcing you to go along the speedway. And not trying to hit that spike bed. And I end up getting hit anyway. I was going to say, though, that as Tails, it becomes a lot easier to get past that spike bed down there below us. Because as Sonic, you would have to risk using the spring to get back up to the platform that's closest to it. And that will obviously cause you to get hit like 75% of the time. But with Tails and his ability to fly, that is no longer an issue. At all. So again, it's another reason I'm grateful for the inclusion of this yellow fox in Sonic CD. Anyway, that's it for the first act. Boom! Now, as I said, we're saving the very last time stone for the second act. So this is about that time we start collecting those rings and get ourselves ready to jump into that last special stage ring, and hopefully, I won't screw it up this time. Fortunately, one of the perks of Sonic CD is if you are about to screw up a special stage and then get sent out of it, you have the option to pause the game and then exit out of your file, and then when you come back, you'll resume the special stage that you were last in. I don't want to have to use that feature here, but if I have no choice, then I'll go along with it. And thank you for giving me Invincibility box to start things off with, I truly do appreciate it. But anyway, Metallic Madness, and don't worry, I'll get to Metal Sonic in a bit. Metallic Madness, like I said, has a set of two acts that are way more difficult than the boss act itself. I'll talk about why that it was a boss act, but as far as Metallic Madness itself, it's like most layouts in Sonic CD, it's a wacky layout. That's the best way that I can put it. I mean, the atmosphere makes it kind of appropriate for a final boss when it comes to this game. And I'll admit it looks kinda cool. Especially when you get to the good future version, which you will be seeing by the end of this video. Of course, the real magic of it would be in a Japanese soundtrack, and seeing it was set to the American soundtrack at the moment, you won't really be feeling the magic of that level as it is. And also, that reminds me, I actually didn't know you could do this, but just last night, I found a video where you could beat this level in just like 30 seconds by exploring a couple shortcuts that involve you going off the screen at the very top. And as a matter of fact, I think we're exploiting... Yeah, we are exploiting the shortcut right now. But seeing if you are going for a 100% playthrough, I'm going to have to pass on showing that off. Maybe another video, I'll think about it, but for the moment, we're focused on reaching the end game. So let's get the invincibility again, because why not? Better safe than sorry. Now, as for that last robot generator, let's see. Do we have to come down here? No, wrong section entirely. I don't know why I always get my location with last robot generator mixed up. It doesn't make any sense. As often as I played this game, yeah. But we should be heading the right direction now. Perhaps over here? No. No. We actually gotta go up a little bit more. Where's that other spring? Oh, come on, Ails! Alright, so we were going the right way the entire time, and went the wrong way for no reason. Okay. Now, I do need to keep an eye on my ring count. I'm not trying to lose any of those rings at all. Speaking of which, no! Let's not mess this up, please. Alright, 32, 33, 34, 35, 38. Alright, so far so good. And yes, there are these pipes that will take you to certain sections of a level by using them. I think in this case you want to go to the left if you're looking for the robot generator. Am I right? Yes, I am! Because it's gonna be right past here, where you destroy all these ring boxes. Up along the spring, and BAM! Congratulations! You just found every single robot generator and Metal Sonic hologram that there is to find in the entire game. And if you haven't already, you will have unlocked an achievement signifying that. Speaking of which, there are 2 achievements left on my PC copy of the game that I haven't unlocked yet, one of which is painfully easy. And it's called King of the Rings, where you collect 200 rings. As often I collect rings in Sonic games, I'm surprised I haven't unlocked it by now. I got all the achievements on my Xbox copy, of course, just not on PC. And now I'm a little bit panicky because I haven't found a shield yet. But it looks like I'm about to get another extra life once I grab these rings over here, and bam. So up to 100 rings. But as for Metal Sonic, out of every antagonist in the game, and there have been a lot of interesting antagonists in the Sonic series lately, let me tell you, Metal Sonic still stands out up there as my favorite. Because what could be possibly more interesting than coming up against an evil copy of yourself? Shadow was somewhat similar in that concept, but unlike Metal Sonic, he was a way more complex character. Or intended to be a more complex character, rather. Metal Sonic, cool as he is fairly straightforward. He's considered an inferior version of the real Sonic, and he wants to usurp his ability and be considered the better version. This is especially evident in Sonic Heroes when he transforms himself into the crap! Into the Metal Overlord. Shoot, my rings are gone. No. No. I cannot be losing these rings. Fine, I'll grab that future sign. But like I was saying, this especially made evident when Metal Sonic becomes the Metal Overlord in the Sonic Heroes storyline. Straightforward as it is, it at the same time became one of the more iconic final bosses when it comes to the Dreamcast era of Sonic. And I know it's a bit ironic I should say Dreamcast, because Sonic Heroes never did come out on the Dreamcast, but it did use an engine very similar to what the Dreamcast games were made for. Which is why I grouped it in there. And I think it's why Sonic Generation made a similar categorization in itself. Oh, could I go up here? Yeah, I guess I could. I don't want to lose out any rings in the process. But there is another benefit to playing this level with Tails. Some rings are placed way too high for Sonic to actually get up there. And, yo, Tails doesn't have to deal with this trap at all. Yo, Tails breaks this game. He breaks this game like crazy. It's ridiculous. And also, if you go past here right now, we could go ahead and finish the level. But rather than do that, I need to build my ring count back up, seeing as I screwed it all up a second ago. But yeah, if you think that Metal Sonic is the coolest antagonist in the entire Sonic series, let me know in the comments below. And if you don't think that he is the coolest antagonist, and you think more highly of another one in the series, let me know who that one is and why. Because I'd like to know. For me, though, the few antagonists that are somewhat able to match up to Metal Sonic are, of course, Shadow, who ends up becoming a sidekick character after his hype sort of died out in Sonic 06, unfortunately. Sonic 06, Sonic Adventure 2, and its own game, I meant to say. Poor Shadow. He deserves way better! But, back to the game. 36 rings. So far, so good, but we're still missing 14, and I'm not trying to lose these rings again. I guess I'll go back. If I go quiet now and then, I'm sorry. It's just, I can't miss that last time stone. No, we're not going to the future. As a matter of fact, I have an idea. I'm trying to get rid of it. There, now it's gone. Now I no longer run the risk of jumping to the future by accident. Even though, it would have been okay to, because we'd already destroyed the robot generator, so there wouldn't have been any loss in returning to the future. Or the present, I should say. Because if you're in the past and use the future sign, you go to the present first, and then if you use the future sign again, you go to the future. So sorry if I came off as slightly confusing there, but... there's really no point in grabbing the speed shoes at this section, but why not? But yeah, it's been a fun, if somewhat short, series to do for Tales and Sonic CD, and like I said, I got 2 similar series in this game coming up in the near future. Get it? Future? Yeah, let me stop. Either 1 playthrough or 2, 1 each for the good and bad future versions of every single level, like I talked about previously. I still haven't decided the format for that one yet, but most likely I'm going to split the good future playthrough apart from the bad future playthrough. And you don't know what I'm talking about? I'm maintaining the Yuba State Select feature available in the extras menu to immediately start every level from either its good future or bad future palette. Which is exactly how I intend to do both the playthroughs to begin with. But I first have to go to Time Attack, and speaking of Time Attack, we're running low on time here. We only got like 2 minutes left. I gotta pick it up. As Sonic was saying, Sonic Adventure. Hey, pump it up! But yeah, we're not that far off on the end, to be honest. So we should be okay. And now thinking about it, I probably could have went ahead and flown across the top of the screen just to beat this section. I think. But it doesn't matter. We're close to the end anyway. And as long as I don't lose these rings again, I'm good. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to backtrack. Go away. Go away. I ain't trying to give these rings up again. No, sir. Crap, I gotta hurry. Okay, now I think about it. Is this what will take me to... You know what? I'm not gonna overcomplicate things for myself. Let's just take the route that I know the best. Perfect! I was a little tense there because I was rather afraid that after I flew past that first spiked bed right there, that a second one would appear out of thin air and hit Tails right where I was at. That would have sucked. But there we go. That's it for the second act. And now all that remains is to grab the very last time stone in the entire game. And this is a time stone that I don't fail to get. So that was a new one for me. But we're gonna make up for that in flying colors. Pun not intended again. I don't know how I do it. Don't look at me. Alright, that's 2 UFOs, and I somehow succeeded in missing the second one. But I got 3. Let's go back this way so I can get that one over there. Oh, come on! Oh, wait, that's right. Something I just learned about the special stage recently is that if you hold down while you're running, you will dramatically slow your movement. And funnily enough, for as often I played Sonic CD, that was something I never knew about, and I think that alone makes the special stages a lot more bearable to deal with, because it gives you some control over your momentum. And I know I use the word momentum an awful lot, but there's a reason for it. In Sonic games, it is incredibly key. Especially with special stages like this. Alright, can I get this? There we go! We did it! We did it! And after an abysmal fail of the 6th special stage, how many episodes ago? Was it 2 or 3? I don't remember and I don't care. That's it for all of them. And now that we've liberated every single level to give it its good future and got all the time stones, we're ready to wrap up this entire playthrough with Tails. And thank you for the extra life. I'll take it. Alright, now, like I said, the first 2 acts of Metallic Matter are considered way more challenging than the 3rd. Although there is a section of this act that might make me eat my words, at least you're playing in a Sonic. With Tails, I don't think it's going to be an issue anymore. In fact, could I go up there at the very top of the screen? Could I? No, I can't! What? Why did the game sometimes allow you to go off screen and at other time it's like, LOL, nope? What the heck? And once again, it's not going to let me go off the screen. But yo, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? With Tails, you don't have to worry about that tricky little platforming section that will often cost players tons of lives to finish up. As short as it is not easy. That's the only tricky part to this act, though. Actually, I think it's the second one. But it's way less worrisome to deal with, honestly. And it's these guys right here. Like, if you've already positioned your character's hitbox over where they start off their attack, you somehow still get hit because their attack wins out. As to why that is, I don't know, but luckily that was fixed in Mania. And I mean, like, if you moved your character right to where one of those fireflies is, before they actually fire their attack, when they do throw their attack out, you'll be the one that gets hit first. You have to hit them after they're attacking. Whether it's a split second afterward or like a full second. And you have a very small window of opportunity to do that with. So you do have to be very careful. Now, as abysmally easy as this final boss is, if you can maintain your resources, you shouldn't be wasting them. Yeah, what I tried to do there is that you could actually hit this boss right inside the corner of two of those wings he's got around his body without getting hurt yourself, but I am not pulling that off very well, so what the heck, we're just gonna iframe it, because otherwise it's incredibly easy. You just wait for the opportunity to present itself, and when you can attack his center body without any harm to yourself, you do it. And what the heck? He had no hitbox? That was new to me. Yeah, I tried to cheat this boss with Tails. If that wasn't evident by now. I guess he only has a hitbox while he's actually moving around. And the reason I would not have known it is Sonic couldn't reach that high with this jump beforehand. But regardless, we've cleared this last boss, and with that, we are done with Sonic CD. And by extension, the Tails of Sonic CD series. Unfortunately, there's no Amy Rose to be found because there's also no Sonic to be found. And we just get the end credits with no trace of the cutscenes at all, but luckily we can speed along through them. Or could we just hit start to skip them? Yes, we could. And I guess we don't get the "you're too cool" method that usually shows up at the end of the game. When you have unlocked everything, that is. But, in any case, that was a rather poor ending for Tails there. Like, come on, he's a way more popular character than this. As much as I complain about him, that's only when I use him as my AI partner. Other than that, he deserved better. In any case, that's gonna do it for my Tails in Sonic CD series. I meant to get this episode up yesterday, but I got a little bit, well, unwell because of how rapidly the weather changes at my place. It screws with me, to be honest. It first went from frigidly cold to scorching hot, and then rainy within the span of an entire week. I can only take so much of this abrupt change in weather before it just gets too crazy for me, but regardless, that will do with my Tails and Sonic CD series, and I hope you all enjoyed it. But fret not, I'll be back with some more Sonic CD uploads in the near future, just as soon as I get a couple of my other playthroughs done with, whenever that is. Because Lord knows I've been very prompt on my schedule. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, if you like what you saw, make sure to let me know by leaving your likes and comments below. And to keep up with my Sonic content, just slap the subscribe button and ring that bell. I'm always eager to hear from you guys, and I always am very happy to see you enjoy my content. I want to thank those of you who have been leaving comments on my last couple of videos. That means a lot more to me than you know, and I hope to hear from you again. Until then, everybody, hope you enjoyed the series. I'm out of here. Take care. Later.